Hello everyone, I'm Tom with Stock Navigators. On the video today, I would like to ask you what is the best indicator for stock market indices. So in your mind, probably most of you will say that a Bollinger Band, Stochastic, and RSI, MACD, the whole nine yards. So in order to answer this question, we will see what is the right answer here. So for me, volatility index is the best indicator for stock market indices. Why I say so? So we're going to go into detail to see it why volatility index is so important for the stock market indices. Okay, so what is the volatility index? The CBOE volatility index, or they call a VIX, it's a real-time market index representing the market expectation for volatility over the coming 30 days. So the investor and the institution use the VIX to measure the level of risk, fear, or stress in the market when making the investment decision. So trader can also trade the VIX using the variety of option and exchange trade product. All right. So now introduction to volatility index. So as you know that fear is one of the biggest motivator for human behavior. In investing, fear is a risk. So investors using technical analysis to manage risk and to gauge how the other investors feel about a particular security is through a volatility index. The most well-known volatility index is the VIX, which tracks the investors' sentiment around short-term price movement in the underlying SP500 stock. So the VIX can be used as a general barometer for any index. However, for investors who want to have a little more precision, they can choose to use the index that's specific to the index that they are trading. So, for example, that if you are tracking the SP500, you can use the ticker symbol VIX, and if you want to track the Russell 2000, you can use the ticker symbol RVX, and for the Nasdaq 100 volatility index, they use VOLQ, and for the Dow, they're using VXD. Okay, so in order to understand the volatility index, it's very simple because they have if you know how to read the price chart, and when you see that when the volatility index is in the high scale, it means that you expected more uncertainty in the market, and when it's in the low scale, it means that you expected less uncertainty in the market. So if you look at the correlation between the VIX and the SP500 index, for example, you see that when the VIX index is going down, the stock market, the SP500 tend to go up. Okay, when the VIX go up, and then the SP500 is going down. So you can see that sometimes even though it shoot up, but the stock is still, the SP500 is still going up. But within the process of going up, you will see that sometimes it pull back for a correction. In the short term, they continue to put it back up. But when the VIX hit to a very high scale, that the fear level is very high, so that's where that you see more volatility in the market. That's what you have to pay attention. So the bottom line here is the VIX index is uncorrelated to the SP500 chart. So that's why if you understand it, it will help you to manage your trade so that you can be more aggressive or less aggressive, depend on the volatility index. So let's look at the volatility index of the SP500. This is the VIX. So you can see that in the year 2020, when pandemic happened in March and April, you see that the VIX shoot up to 80, 90 level, and you see that the market is dropped like rock. Okay, so very volatile. You can see that every day they can go up, 700,000 points every single day there, and then after that the VIX came down, and then it choppy up and down. So it came down. So after that, the market is going up, and once in a while they push it up. So the market will be in correction. They come down, push it back, market in correction. So you can see that how the correlated between the SP500 and the volatility index, it can help you to see that where they are heading to. So right now we are heading to the lower level in before pandemic. As you can see here, very 2020, the year 2019, 2020. So this is the very low level. So when it hit to this level here, we have to pay attention because this is the uncertainty level of volatility. So if the market has been go up since March 2020 up to this level, so the VIX had come to a very low level, and somehow, somewhere, if something put it back up here, and then we have to pay attention for the stock market, and then they will be have some correction. But in the meantime, if they still continue stay in a low bound here, so the market is still continue to push it back up. Okay, and if you look at the Nasdaq Volatility Index, you can see that on the Nasdaq, it's very strong after the pandemic. They continue to drop down. So right now they still have a little more room to get to the uncertainty level of volatility here. So we have to watch out when they head to this level here, and then we want to see how they react from this level. Okay, and also you look at the Russell 2000 volatility index, we still have a little more room to touch down to the uncertainty level of the market here. Okay, so in summary for the VIX, so let's talk about the VIX because that correlated to the SP500 because that's the most widely used from investor as well as the institution. So the VIX is calculated using the SP500 index option price. Okay, so they measure the put and the call ratio to see that what people are doing. So when people buy more call, it means that people that are not fear the market is stay calm. So a lot of people they expect market to go higher. When the people do more put, it means that they worry about the market uncertainty. So they will buy put to protect their assets, to hedge their SP500 stock that they have. And remember, VIX is a forward-looking indicator. They will tell you how the people thinking in the short term, so that they will help you to guide you to take the investment in the direction of the VIX. Okay, and VIX level suggested degree of market uncertainty. So it depends how high is the VIX, okay, or how low the VIX. Okay, so that's why the people, when the VIX is too high, and that's the level that you have to scale down your investment. You have to pay attention, and then you don't put into the full side of the trading. It's very dangerous. And the VIX index is not tradable, so but the people using VIX, so that they can trade option and future. That will help you to see how market volatile during the day or the week or the month ahead, so that they can trade accordingly. Okay, so if you want to know more on the VIX option and the future, and as well as the sector, and you can go to the CBOE website, and it will list all the VIX option and future there, so that you can follow. Okay. So the key, talk about the key of trader success is understanding how to use a logical technical analysis. So if you want to become a member and join our exponential growing Discord 24-hour channel trading community, in the expert trader course offered by Stock Navigator, we deliver just that. So take a next step forward to taking control of your financial future. Watch the free webinar following the link at the https://go.stocknavigator.com/et-webinar. So at Stock Navigator, we teach, mentor, and guide you every day until you are success. So that's our philosophy. Okay, so I hope that you like my presentation. So click the like button, subscribe, and get notified when we post a new lesson. If you would like to hear more about a different topic, please leave a comment down below to suggest new idea for the future video. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the market forecast for the next week. So overall, the market is still bullish. So you can see that right now, if you look at the mini SP500 chart, so the overall, the market is still doing very well. All indexes are moving up. So Nasdaq and the SP500 making a new high with a broad-based rally in technology and consumer discretionary. Domestic equity market also moved higher last week. With the SP500 index, they make a new all-time high in the 4 consecutive trading day at reached to 42.80 intraday on Friday. So the question is how high the market will go up, or we will see another choppy correction will come in soon. So the Fed has also recently provided guidance moving up in their timeline for the interest rate hike because the inflation picking up quicker than expected. So definitely it will impact the consumer with the higher interest rate, raising food cost, and you pay more for the gas at the pump. So we will go to the chart so that we can see how and we can plan for the trade next week. So let's take a look on the ES here. So overall, the ES is still punching higher every day. However, we get close to the level of resistance. That's what we have to pay attention to see that they will be able to continue to push it back up. So the VIX on the SP500 hit to the bottom. So that's why we have to watch out for any uncertainty will happen next week. Okay, so as long as the trend is still up, we will stick with the uptrend. But if the VIX is moving up, then we have to pay attention for the short-term correction there. All right. If you look at the Nasdaq, it also continue to make an all-time high, but they also hit the resistance level. So, but they do in the upside. So we will see it next week how they are doing, and then we can follow, and then we make a trade accordingly because it has been run up a little bit too fast here. So they may pull back a little bit before they can continue to go higher. And if you look at the Russell 2000, they have a problem at the sell zone here. They have not punched in a new high yet, but they get stuck at this level here. It's also a strong resistance level there. And the Dow, it also gets stuck at the sell zone there. So we have to pay attention there. So the overall Nasdaq and the SP500 is still very strong, but the Russell 2000 and the Dow, they need more work in order to make a new all-time high there. If you look at the oil is still continue to punch up to the upside. This is the level of resistance. This you have to pay attention for oil. Okay, and for gold, at the other hand, gold have been slammed down after the Fed came out, and then they slam it down. But right now, they try to build a support level at the buy zone here. So let's see if they'll be able to put it back up, or they will try to build a base here before they can tell us more clear direction what they are heading to. If you look at the Bitcoin is still in the correction, but right now they already touched the buy zone, so they try to build a base here. So sooner or later here, you will see that they will give you the confirmation for the uptrend again. So you look at the Ethereum, it's also similar. They touch the buy zone here, so they will check around here, but they should find the bottom here very soon here. Okay, so now let's take a look on the sector. Okay, so the sector, if you look at the energy sector, it's still very strong here. As you can see, the energy sector is still doing well after they pull back right into the support, and they bounce right back up. Since last week, we already know that they hit to the support. They continue to put it back up. they will come back and retest the resistance, the sell zone there again. So a lot of stock in this sector is doing very well. You can see like Marathon Petroleum, they're also doing well there, and OXY, okay, it's also extremely strong, and OKE, that's another one, a strong one. And the financial sector, they also rebound from the support here, and then the last week they run straight up. Okay, so right now they are testing the level of resistance here, but a lot of stock is still doing extremely well. Like you can see that American Express, like I give you last week, BLK, okay, still doing well. JP Morgan is trying to rebound from the support also. And talk about the industrial sector, it try to bounce back from the support. So this one here, they are on the face of the Senate to confirm the bill for next week. It depends on the outcome of the industrial bill there. You know, that one can give you more clear direction. They'll be able to continue to go up, or maybe not enough money, they can come down, we don't know yet. But right now they try to test the resistance here, and then they will tell you so where they were heading to. A lot of stock in this industrial sector like Caterpillar, they be able to put back up, but they slam back down, so they are still have not clear direction where they're heading to yet. And like another one like John Deere, okay, same thing. Okay, and Home Depot also in that group, they are still go up, they go sideways. They're waiting for the news to finalize on the industrial packet from Mr. Biden to see what happened. All right, so if you, the sector, strongest one is still the technology sector. It's pretty strong. Okay, they continue to put it back up. Ever they put it back down, people continue to put it back up to the break all-time high. So the question here is, are they will continue, or they will pull back to the support and then keep doing that? As long as they stay above the trend line, it's still bullish. Okay, so a lot of stock in this sector, you see that we give you this one at last week, they're still doing extremely well, like Datadog, right? SNAP, Snapchat, still doing well there. They are trying to test the resistance there, and SE is still doing very well. Okay, and DocuSign, that's another one that work out and continue, it goes straight up. Another one that also you see it last week at Roku, they have been run up, 6 days straight from the bottom from 335 to 430, so they go up 100 points within 1 week. And if you look at the bio healthcare sector, they also still very strong. They try to build momentum to break out the all-time high here. So a lot of stock in this sector try to turn around, like Merck and Company, okay, REGN, and those stock still put it up very strong there. Okay, and BMY, try to find a way to put it back up, and ARKG is another one, it's still on the move. Okay, so then couple bottom fishing stock for this week. You maybe take a look and put in your watch list. Okay, that's the Viacom. Okay, the telecommunication sector probably bottom out and try to find a way back. ARNA, that's another pharmaceutical. They are bottom out and shoot it back up. And another sector that we pay attention, that's the XLU, that's the utility, also find a support and find a way to bounce back from the bottom. So behind these stocks, if you are busy working, you can subscribe to our Watchlist premium watchlist, where I will handpick about 5 stocks every week and analyze in detail with the entry, stop loss, and a target so that you can follow. I hope that you enjoy my analysis. So please click the thumb up, like button, or any suggestion. Please let me know on the comment below. Thank you for watching and good luck in your trading. I will see you during the week, and take care everyone.